Away, away with the fife and the drum.
Nice. Good thing we're still on leave, though.
Here, there's not much. Well, yeah.
Are we?
So what did we miss last week? Hey.
Uh-huh. I'll just need to update, and you'll need to send me a way to link in. Okay.
There.
Yeah, we can hear you.
we were given leave, but we had to go report to the pieces of Aryan Rod first for psychological evals.
Then we started leave a little early, and it got called back to parade.
That's cool.
Junior lieutenant.
And the sergeant is now a staff sergeant.
Cool.
Else is working too.
So I'm just attempting to direct connection and it's not working yet. Yep. Let me see if you're in the list of GMs and I'll see if I can connect with that one. Okay.
Well, I pee freely.
Yeah, lower bowel movements. One 174.4.51.107. Okay. Still at 1802?
It's okay, Cap.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Toy Soldiers Old School. Sorry for the delay, guys. It's been that kind of a day. We were all here half an hour early for tech check. We just had a lot of problems with the tech today. All right, so I've got an echo.
Is somebody holding their mic?
Not me.
All right, so thank you for the thought there, True Undead Hero. I see that you want to throw Twitch bits at me. I don't think you can do that until I reach affiliate, and I'm not quite there yet.
Okay.
But we're close, right? Pre-game announcements here, right? How you get to be an affiliate, if you don't know, is that you have to have 50 followers, right? You have to have broadcast a certain amount. You know, you have to have done a couple of things, right? And you have to get 10 people talking to each other at once in the chat. Now, we're pretty close. We've got 41 followers, And thank you, everyone who's followed. You guys are awesome, right? But we're nowhere near 10 people talking in the chat yet, right? We've had about half a dozen, which is cool. And right now, my stats here tell me we've got 8 viewers, which is, about regular for this time of the stream, and that's totally cool, right? But I'm just letting you know this is a thing. Last time we did a raffle because we made a level, and I'll be doing that every time the characters make a level. But I'm also going to do a raffle when we make affiliate, and that's going to be something a bit more significant. Like it might be an actual physical book that I'm going to mail to somebody. So, tell your friends, bring them along, and then if we ever make partner, we'll do that again. So I do not foresee this happening for a few years, but it's possible. All right, so really briefly, so we can get on with the game, right? We'll do the, usual procedural announcements. I'm Diane Morrison, aka Sable Aradia. I'm the writer of the Toy Soldier Saga, the universe that this takes place in. I am playing Celine Wintermist, who is an idealistic young priestess of Arianrod in the Avalonian Imperial Navy, who has just been promoted to acting junior lieutenant, which, if you know anything about the military, means that she's on a nice little hot plate right now. And my pronouns are she and her.
Excellent. G-Man.
Hi, I am G-Man or No 99 or Taz. I play Arden Spellsword, I guess who likes crafting a lot, and my pronouns are he him.
Okay, Rowan.
Hi, I'm Rowan. I play Bondin. He's a pretty happy druid with weak tooth and occasionally a little bit of wisdom.
Okay, and Brianna.
Hi, I'm Brianna. I play Madrimlian, and he's a curmudgeonly intelligence officer. Well, he acts curmudgeonly. My pronouns are she/her.
All right, I guess Dawn next.
Yeah. Dawn.
Hi, I'm Dawn.
You're cut out there, Dawn.
I'm Yasma Snowwind. I'm kind of an orphan from the streets, decided to join up with the army. I have a pet/friend cat.
Blake, playing Crowley. Generally the group's shit disturber and the ship cat. Oh, and my pronouns are he and him.
Okay, and Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Arian. He's the kind of grizzled, older, little bit bitter sergeant, now staff sergeant. My pronouns are he, him.
Okay, and my name's Aaron. I am the game master. I also play Ruvel Sunfall, right? Who is destined to become the protagonist of the book's father. Right? Well, if he can manage to impress the person who's destined to become the protagonist of the book's mother. Otherwise, you might not have a book.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just have to throw it all away.
Yep.
Yep, screw it.
But anyway,
Just have to change some names.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe if you.
My pronouns are he, him. I like to fool around, say my pronouns are Lord and Master, things like that. But
No, your pronouns are Almighty Evil One.
yeah.
Well, he is the GM, so yes, he is the Almighty.
I am the Almighty Evil One, who makes your lives miserable and has NPCs stab you in the ankle.
Okay,
Okay. When we left you guys off, you guys had just been put on leave finally. Right?
Right, and I had just revealed the secret of one of our NPCs who is traveling around with us
Mm-hmm.
to the staff sergeant.
It is currently the 20th of Flower Moon.
Okay, well, we were going to go on leave.
Open world anvil.
What's that? Oh. Start the session, yeah.
Yeah, that might help, eh?
Just a little.
By the way, shout out to World Anvil. Right? They are doing a masterclass this weekend. It was streamed today on their Twitch channel, and it will be on tomorrow too. Right, which is a combination effort they're doing with the Circle of World Builders. So the Great GM, Keora and Dungeon Fog, right? They had an appearance from Nerdarchy today as well, right? And they're basically giving you everything you need to know to become a great game master and create an entire adventure in very quick, on the fly for your players. So you can they archived all that, so you can watch it today. It's also on the Great GM's channel, etc. Right? A bunch of these people are in my host list if you want to check that out. Right? And they're also going to be on tomorrow. It's relevant to our community, so I thought I should mention it while everyone was hesitating. Right, so I'm going back on leave now. I was having fun. I was drinking, I'd been dancing. That's what we're going to do.
Yep, because that's where we were, back in the bar.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we'd left off. We'd just gone back to the bar. That's correct. Except for our staff sergeant had gone off on his own.
Right.
Right, and he was looking at the Lost Ships Memorial.
Right.
And thinking about his folks.
Yep.
I believe we just made the decision to head back.
Yep.
Okay.
Crowley was with him because the lieutenant has given us an order not to travel anywhere alone. A buddy to watch each other's backs.
That's right.
So I had Crowley go along with him because Crowley is inobtrusive. Okay there? Okay. So you guys might come back into the bar. The bar is raucous.
Raucous bar is good.
Raucous bar. There's lots of people in it.
Right, and we were already engaged in the drinking, as I recall.
Yep, and Magellan was drinking the same thing the Bondman was, and it wasn't the Dwarven Stout.
Right.
Right. What were they drinking?
Strawberry beer, I believe.
Right, something like that. Strawberry beer or something.
Strawberry beer. Only elves would come up with that.
Or apparently Germans, but that's beside the point.
Apparently Germans.
Yeah, well, Germans make anything out of beer, right?
Yeah. Germany's made out of beer.
Alright, this is a hop in place. I'm going to, I don't know, I'm just relaxing and kind of chatting with people.
Hmm?
I'm not too relaxed, though, right? I know there's no way we've gotten everybody.
Right.
Right? So if there's going to be trouble...
Yeah, Magellan's the same. He's still keeping an eye out, which is why he's not drinking the hard beer.
Yeah, so do the others come back in the bar at this point? Is that...
That's about when you guys arrived back there, Sergeant and Crowley.
Okay.
Yeah, Ruvel makes a wave and waves you over to the table.
Gone over.
I took the liberty of ordering
Crowley a beer.
took the liberty of ordering you a beer, says Roosevelt to the sergeant.
Thank you, Ravel.
I hand Crowley a beer too.
Yeah.
Ew.
Well, and silence overwhelms us all, he says.
It was the 7-minute lull.
Yeah.
Ah, well, she says. I don't know. I don't know what to say next. I mean,
That was intense.
not exactly what I was expecting in my first year of signing up, you know?
No.
Like, not even a month has gone by.
Not even a week has gone by. It's exactly been 1 week. As you signed up on the 14th, it's now the 20th.
Well, remember that Madrimlian and Celine have been, technically in for a little longer than
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah, I
is it
recommend
always this intense?
No. I've spent a lot of, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a lot of waiting and then everything blows up. At least that's what my mother says.
Just as long as it's not our ship blowing up.
Yeah, right. And she looks at the staff sergeant and says, you probably know better than I do. She says.
The sergeant's busy handing around napkins, telling the youngsters to wipe behind their ears. They're a little wet.
She grins at him, takes the napkin, and wipes behind her ears kind of pointedly. Nods. Thank you, she says.
Says Madrim, but he makes sure he gets the points of his ears at the same time.
I've never killed anyone before, says Ravel.
Get used to it, says Rob.
I hope not, says Celine.
Put it this way. Self a favor.
You cut off the beginning of that there.
Put it
I
this
said,
way.
think of it this way. If they were out to hurt you, to hurt them, had it coming.
Mm.
Don't worry about them. About you.
Well, I'm not going to apologize for it.
No, I'm not
says
apologizing for it. They were hurting people, so.
Well, what do you guys like to do for fun when we're not working? I mean,
Life's been mostly survival for us.
Yeah, but surely there's got to be fun sometimes, right?
Well, I like to dance. I like to drink.
I like to study.
Sergeant kind of scratches his head and goes, "What do you mean when we're not working?"
Oh, come on. Don't you have any hobbies? She says.
Yeah, it's called work.
Clearly, we need to introduce you as well. And maybe I'm being...
He's a lifer. Get used to it.
I do a lot of math in my spare time too. Mostly so I can work on doing math in real time. That's a little difficult.
Gambling here and there.
Is there any gambling? Oh, yeah. Dice.
Does making my devotions at the Temple of the Morrigan count?
Yeah, I spend a fair bit of time in the temples and shrines of Fairy-Rod, so I suppose we could call that a hobby. She says. The Morrigan, eh? Fair enough. She says.
The last few years have just been really busy, so really haven't had time much for other than duty and stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear you. I suppose that free time is probably going to get considerably reduced anyway. I mean, yeah.
At least for you.
At least for me. Yeah, at least for me. I file all the paperwork. That's why you turned down the job, didn't you? She says, giving him a push.
It was never offered to me.
I'd have followed you, she says.
It's okay. I'd rather be someone's underling at the moment anyway.
Well, if we hit the big black anytime soon, time will certainly dry up.
No shortage of work to be done on the ship. Not even for idle midshipmen, she says.
That's true.
Idle middies.
You ever seen an idle midshipman?
No.
Yeah, I'm an idle midshipman right now, says.
You're on leave. That's different.
That's why we're idle.
London, my job doesn't seem like work.
Nah, it never does when you enjoy it.
I'm glad, she says, but, it is, and it's important work, so I'm glad you're doing that.
I remember my dad saying that if you have an idle midshipman, you have an inefficient bosun.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, you know what we've been doing? Cleaning latrines, she says.
That's not the bosun's fault. That's the LT's fault.
No, that's Ruvel's fault, she says.
Ruvel looks innocent.
That's true. It's Ruvel's fault, but it was the LT who caught us and put us to
And
it.
the
So.
LT was doing his job.
That's true.
You would have found something to make us clean the latrines anyways. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, LT Golden Bow, she says to...
Sergeant?
Yeah, well, he doesn't
Arian.
want to call him the sergeant.
Arian.
She says to Arian, right? She says, he's a bit of an Elfar hard ass, Right? I don't think he's entirely comfortable in the position yet, so... That means that if he can find an excuse to enforce his authority, he will.
Somebody needs to take that pole out of his ass.
He's just doing his job. He's just doing it a little bit too enthusiastically, she said. But he's in charge,
I think
and...
he just has a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Well, you gotta think about it. His older brother is lieutenant commander on the same ship. He's got big boots to fill, and he's trying to do it without.
His father's a captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the name Golden Bow. A lot to live up to, that's all I have to say, she says. And Xerxes is like, and Ruvel too are like, I can, what? What are you talking about? She says.
Ruvel says, my dad, he's an admiral.
Big shoes to fill, she says. Boots. Big boots.
Yeah, I'm not trying to fill his boots except with my piss.
I guess I'm the lucky one. My dad's only an XO.
Yeah, commander.
I like your dad.
At least y'all know who your dad is.
You don't know who your dad is, says Xerxes to her.
Nope.
No.
My mom was abandoned.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I guess that's the beauty of the Navy, though. right? She says.
Yep. Ready-made
Yep.
family.
Exactly. We're all family here.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope, she says.
I think that's the goal, says Ruvel.
It works the way it's supposed to, says.
Period.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a bitterness in it, but it makes sense.
I miss that, Chris.
I said you hear a little bit of bitterness in the sergeant's voice when he says that.
Yeah.
Celine would pick up on that. She kind of, you know, looks at him, but doesn't, you know, it's not an interrogative look. It's, well, okay, yeah, it sort of is. It's
a
like a
plaintive
raised
look.
eyebrow question, like inviting him to continue, but
Yeah, plaintiff look.
yeah.
Midrollian does the same thing, just looks at him and just raises an eyebrow.
Arian just shakes his head and takes another drink of his beer. He goes, "Don't mind me."
Hey, no worries, pal, says Ruvel.
Well,
Yeah.
if you found that that didn't work out for you, I'm sorry, she says. And I hope it won't sour you towards trying again, she says. Found family, you know?
Oh, I know it's not your guys' fault. Don't worry about that.
So nobody's paying any attention to us, really?
Nope.
Good. I'm sure Lafathere is nowhere near here, by the way, because Lafathere would be like,
Fuck
noise,
this.
people, light, fuck this.
Yeah, Lafathere decided to go hunting. She returns about now, actually, and drops a mouse on Crowley.
Start munching on.
She looks pleased with herself and goes over and sits on the edge of the table.
Atta girl, she says, pats her, stretches her.
She just flew in through the window.
Yeah, people docked. What the hell? Yeah.
What the hell?
See this, they're like, ah, fucking mages. Go back to drinking, right?
Yep.
Well, she says, I don't do a lot of gambling. And I don't know.
People generally don't like me when I gamble because I tend to apply math to it.
It's not fair for me to gamble. I am a witch. I can influence probabilities, she says, so I don't.
That just
Well-
means you're good at it.
Yeah, well, she says, I suppose I might if I really need the money.
I don't gamble unless it's a sure thing, and dice are not a sure thing.
Cards, though, on the other hand, you count those.
The only reason I suggested going out gambling is kill two birds with one stone. Have some fun, and maybe see about people that are now scrambling to pay their debts.
You think there's still more going on around here? Oh, that is
Well, anybody who might have gotten away, now not getting income from that mine, possibly be scrambling to pay off debts and to make deals for the debt they already owe.
Yeah, the problem is that we're making a target of us because we're well known now.
Yeah, sorry about that there, True Undead Hero. The knocking sound is Aaron's pipe right? Because like we're poor and we have like limited space, and he's like knocking on the table with his pipe.
I'm knocking on a bright knocker.
Try to get the stuff out of it, an ashtray.
An ashtray.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about it. It will happen again.
Hopefully I can try to cut that out of, our podcast variation. Anyway. Okay, sorry, Madremlian, can you repeat the last line that you said?
It also puts a bigger target on our back since we're actually well known about this now.
There would be no point attacking us at this point. Not unless somebody feels like
Vindictive.
being vindictive, exactly, she says.
Then it just runs them more of a risk of getting caught. Now, what I mean is people scrambling to pay debts because they were getting paid by the mine somehow. Now they're not getting that money. Maybe badly gambling, doing larger than regular bets, and you never know.
Yeah, there's always people gambling. Pay off debts and then getting themselves into deeper debt because they don't know when to stop.
There's no guarantee that'd be the people we're looking for.
But it got hurt, says Ruel. I'll go with you, says Hershey's. Let's go check out some gambling.
Yeah, of course you will, she says.
He shrugs.
And Ruvel just wants an excuse to gamble, too.
No, I don't gamble much. Says,
No?
nah, it's not worth it.
Uh-huh.
Always wins. House always wins.
Yeah. Usually the cheating is them winning.
Charlie says, no, I always win.
Well, you are supposed to be either lucky or unlucky, I suppose, she says.
I find black cats to be very lucky.
My
too,
race
I'm a
would
witch.
My race would have you to believe that I am the unluckiest soul of my whole race, but I like to look at it the other way.
I haven't found that yet, says Ruel.
They just couldn't handle how awesome I was, so they had to exile.
I hear you, man. It's my dad, too. He couldn't handle how awesome I was, so he sent me off to the military.
That must have been what happened to me.
Yeah. It's just that we're so awesome, we have to be together, because, no one else can handle us.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
You're included in the awesome factor.
You mean we're all so weird nobody else will put up with us?
Yeah.
It's probably true.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, if you guys want to go gamble, I'll come hang out with you, she says. I can drink beer just as easily, she says.
Mm-hmm.
Picks up her beer.
I can go count. I guess I can count cards.
Then take hers.
Yeah.
This should be interesting, she says.
That's
Could be.
true.
So you guys
Kinda
head out
do.
of the bar?
Well, I guess we'll pay up then. Yeah.
Yeah, Ruvel pays.
Oh, thanks.
Might be a good idea.
Well, he said it was on him.
Yeah, he said he was buying drinks.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
No worries, he says.
Fun, Vin.
Yes?
Did you set up the sticks again?
Microphone activated. Yeah. That's right. Standard.
Okay.
Oh, you mean at our rooms, says Roosevelt.
Ah,
Exactly.
I was wondering what you're talking about. You speak so cryptically.
Oh, you'll get used to it.
I suppose. But anyways.
Yeah, don't ask him to do a riddle contest with you. He loves that kind of stuff.
I only know a
Yeah.
few.
Riddles are for strange people, he says. In the meantime, Xerxes says, I'll be right back, and hops into a store. Confectioners.
of course.
Comes out with a bag of candies. Hands them to Von Ben.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Says, I know you like candies, so I got you some.
Celine's smiling.
Benjamin's just smirking.
Honestly, it's practically anything that we just.
Yep.
We used to say it was going to rot out my teeth. But it's there. God happened.
Hey, he says, when I was younger, I met an Allira-Posa. You know what an Allira-Posa is?
Aren't those fairy dragon people?
Yes. Right? They describe themselves as a candy
butterfly
vor.
wings, right?
Yeah. He described himself as a candy vor.
Well, seems about right.
But eats nothing but candy?
I'm gonna remember that one.
Candy board, I like that.
Yep. Candy vor. Anyways. The old gambling establishment says, Ruvel, as you guys enter in.
Yep.
And Benjamin is also keeping his eyes out for bookshops.
There is one bookshop in this town that you're aware of.
And what's it called?
It's called Thimblewhittle's Books.
Thimblewhittle. That sounds like a gnome.
It probably is a gnome.
Gambling establishment. Bard playing.
You have to visit the bookstore, Madrimley, and I'll accompany you.
Sure, I'm trying to find a language book, actually.
Alright.
Okay, we'll be here.
Yeah. See you guys in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Xerxes smacks his hand down on the table and says, I'll get us some drinks. Yep. You guys find a table. There's a roulette wheel, and there's a couple of poker tables in here, and there's a craps table.
I will go to the poker tables. Because that's where you count cards.
Yep.
Crowley and Yasma are gonna go to the roulette.
Okay.
Okay, just because I got a feeling like Crowley's up to something, because when isn't he? I'm going to kind of look around and see if it looks like there might be anybody who is, casting spells to check whether or not magic is being used, or any kind of, arcane symbol that might detect magic.
It doesn't appear to be. It just appears to be a bar that they've turned into a gambling night.
Okay. Mainly because it would not look good if he got arrested,
Yeah. Got her.
Alright.
Okay. At the roulette table, are you guys betting any specific numbers or just red and green?
Green.
Okay.
No.
In that case, roll me 2d20, and if they both come up odd, you lose. If either one of them comes up with an even number on it, you win.
Alright, hold on.
How much did you bet?
What's the odds for betting on single color?
50-50.
Gold each.
Okay.
Digging our dice out, hold on.
Okay.
While they're digging their dice out, I'll answer a question. A true undead hero wanted to know if our world has powder monkeys, and if so, does the crew have some? Right? But this is just the beginning of the broad use of gunpowder, right? Elves are currently using magically enhanced siege weapons, right? There are other cultures that do have powder monkeys at this point, however. Right? And, yeah. That will, of course, change over the course of the next few years.
Okay, we rolled one odd, one even.
Okay, then you both win. Because Crowley can
Cool.
influence the numbers that way. Alright. Okay, at the poker table, you're counting cards.
Yeah.
Easier to do at blackjack.
Okay, what's the... Okay, yeah, blackjack. Oh, what's the betting like?
What do you mean?
Like, what's like the buy-in and such? Oh, blackjack.
At the blackjack table, there's no minimum buy-in. 1 copper is your minimum buy-in.
Okay, I'll probably try with, go for a total of 5 gold and see if I succeed or not. Let's...
Okay,
You want me to roll an intelligence check or something?
gambling.
Is that a thing?
It's an intelligence-based skill.
Looking at...
You don't have it.
Or then it'd be just plus minus.
Yeah.
Of course, if he's using a sense motive, poker's better for that.
Yeah, if you're using sense motive, poker is better. But if you're using actual math, then it's counting cards.
13.
13?
Yep.
Nope, you bust.
Ah. Oh well.
Okay. I take it like Crowley and the others are looking around to see if there's anybody hedging bets or
Yes.
everybody can make me a sense motive check.
Gotcha.
Or a perception check, your choice. Except for Madrimlian and the Sergeant, of course.
Nope. I noticed absolutely fuck all. I rolled a 7, which means I think I have a 9 or something. Wait, no, I just raised that.
You have +4 or something.
Oh, I have an 11.
I got 10. Eh.
Full whopping 10.
We're not very observant. Maybe we're too drunk from the last bar.
What does perception fall under for my bonus points or whatever?
For your bonus points, it's a skill. Oh, you mean what attribute does it fall under?
Yeah.
Wisdom, I believe. Let me double check. But
Yeah, it's wisdom.
yeah, okay.
That gives me a +1 then.
Yeah,
Elves
Okay,
have
so I got
10 senses.
17.
okay.
Sorry, what was that, Chris?
Don't forget, elves have keen senses, +2.
Right, +2 to perception checks. Got that. Yep.
So
Okay,
19 for
actually,
me then?
mine was a 13 after all the adjustments, actually.
Okay.
Because I was looking at the wrong line. So, and then the +2. Oh, so.
Sorry, I
16.
missed that, Crowley.
23.
23 and 19 for Yasma.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
See, you
Not
guys
familiar with this.
Yeah. You guys noticed that one of the guys at the blackjack table seems to be betting beyond his means and winning off it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I sidle up next to him and say, hey, your luck will rub off on me.
He smiles at you and says, "Hang around with me, baby, and I'm sure I could take you far."
Give him a flirty look and say, oh, really?
Yeah, as I say there, he's dressed in humbler clothes, sailor's clothes, right?
Okay.
But betting in gold.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure even I can't help but notice that now that
Yasmin's over there and drawn attention to him. Yeah.
Real question is, does he start lowering how much he's betting when he notices more people are noticing him?
How would he notice more people are noticing him? Are you going to go and tell him, look, we all noticed you're betting?
I'm not at that table. I'm wherever Ruabel's gambling, probably.
Right.
Probably busy looking at me anyways.
Yep.
So I say, hey, you should buy a girl a drink. You're Mr. Moneybags, aren't you?
Well, I wouldn't say that, pretty lady, but I'm doing okay. He motions for the barkeep to send some drinks over.
Why, thank you.
While he's distracted, detect magic is a cantrip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will cast it to see if he is radiating any magic.
No.
Okay.
Probably sleight of hand then.
Well, it might be just that.
Yes.
While he's not in the process of casting a spell, he doesn't radiate magic, right? Like, I'm sure that mages, unless they're wearing magical items, don't exactly radiate magic. So
Right.
I am going to wait until he's throwing the dice or whatever, and then I'm going to try again. But in the meantime, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. He says, so what's your name?
Yours.
What's that?
What's yours?
She said her name, but it was cut off.
Oh yeah, I did say it. It's Yasma.
Okay.
Hey, Sable, Tech Magic stays up for a minute as long as you concentrate.
Yeah.
Right.
He says, my name's Areth.
Thanks, Chris.
RF? Look like you're having fun here tonight?
Yes. Well, my luck's been holding out. That's one good thing.
Always good.
Yeah, a couple of cocktails are brought over to you. Vodka and fruit juice.
Ew.
What's that?
Drinks.
Yeah.
They're at a blackjack table, right?
Yep.
Is there a seat on the other side of him?
Across from him, you mean?
Well, if it's
That's where the
blackjack,
dealer would
there
be, so-
all in front of a dealer, right?
Yeah, they're all in front of the dealer.
So he is on the left side of him. I'm wondering if there's a seat available on the right side.
Applaud the bard. Since the song just ended, but excuse me. Oops. Applaud the bard. Yeah.
Yeah. Roll just a standard D6.
Six.
6? No, there's no seats free. You have to wait for somebody to get up from the table or make them get up, poke them with a claw in the butt or something.
Yeah, it's a little too Oh wait.
Do I play a hand?
Okay? Alright. Roll a intelligence check. An intelligence check, I should say. Me speak gooder English than you.
Seven.
7? Well, having not played this game before, you bust.
Oh, maybe you'll have to teach me how to play, I say to him.
Sure, he says, come sit a little closer. I think that this
Okay.
gentleman here is looking for a seat. Why don't you give up your seat to him and come play with me, he says.
Sure.
So, was there any magic when his dice were rolled?
When his
Or
cards were
His cards were.
given out? No. But you can make me a perception check if you're watching him.
Yep.
And so can Crowley, because he's watching right close, too.
As a player, I think I know what's going on, but as a character, not a clue, 'cause I'm not there.
Yeah, that's right, because you're in the library. You know, I was going to poke him and say, hey, you know, they've been gone at the bookseller a long time. And then I remembered that he lives with me. And I am a bibliophile. And usually, you know, I feel like I'm just getting started. He's like, so can we go, honey? We've been here for like an hour and a half, and I'm exhausted. So, no, you're going to be a while.
Of course I am. I can spend 3-4 hours in a library or a bookstore and not get tired of looking.
Exactly right. Okay, so I rolled
18.
like
18?
I rolled like Uber, right? So I rolled a 19 on the die, so that would be 21 with my keen senses, and because it's perception, right?
Yeah.
And 26 total.
Okay, you both notice that he palms the card.
Okay.
Right? He is dealt a 7, you've realized that first off, and he palms it for a 10. Right. This is not like modern casinos where you don't touch the cards.
Yeah. Yeah, modern casinos, they've done things to eliminate all this stuff.
Yeah.
Here, being a rogue is still useful.
Well, that's why my card counting didn't work. Somebody's messing with it.
Yep. You can roll me another intelligence check there.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
Taz. Thank you. Name just fucking flew out of my head. Not like he's my nephew or anything. Like I haven't known him since he was a baby.
Or my godson.
17.
17? You win this hand.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I continue flirting with this guy and try to get him talking, basically.
Okay. Well, he doesn't seem to be wanting to reveal much about himself sitting at the table here, but you do note there that he cheats continually there, Crowley. And alright.
Okay, am I with, who am I with? Am I probably with,
Ruel,
right? Yeah, she leans, you know, close to Ruvel. She's been doing things like rolling on his dice or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And she says, should I be concerned that guy over there is cheating like Loki, she says?
This could cause a lot of problems. He gets caught.
I mean, like, she says, the house always cheats, right? But it is kind of what we were keeping an eye out for, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah. What do you mean, pizza? Or is that a Dorito?
What's a Dorito?
Oh.
I was eating Doritos. I found a Dorito emoji. I thought it was perfect. I'm allowed to have Doritos. Don't be policing my food!
Crowley's gonna walk over and kind of tap him on the shoulder and say, hey, before you use up all your luck, why don't you take a break and let me have a shot at the table?
Alright, he says.
Yeah, let's go for a walk somewhere quieter.
Sounds
And
good
as
to
we're
me.
getting up, I up our friends to make sure somebody's going to follow us at a safe distance.
She whispers to Laffat there.
Yeah. The bird flies out the window.
Follow? Perfect.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you guys head out onto the street. It's a little quieter out there, and so I'm just going to turn down this music so I don't have to change it.
So I flirt some more and be like, boy, you sure we're lucky tonight.
He says, well, now that we're out of there, I'll be honest with you. He says, I'm a gambler by trade, and he says, I stack the odds in my favor.
Really? Now, why do you need to do that?
He says, keeps me rich. He says, I didn't think you'd be the kind of person that would mind so much.
Not so much.
I don't suppose that I have any ability to hear what my familiar is hearing, do I?
No,
Okay. That comes later?
it comes later.
Okay, that's cool.
But you do have an emotional thing, and you get the feeling that she is bored.
Okay.
So, I sure would.
What was that?
I sure would.
Guys, just gambling.
I missed the end, the middle of that. I sure would.
That I sure would like to know about other opportunities in this town to make some serious. Never been very good at cheating.
He says, well, if you're looking to make money, he says,
Yeah, big
there
money.
are big money. There are diamonds here.
Really? But I thought, oh well, I guess legality doesn't really.
Well, you didn't say you were looking for legal means to make big money. If you want legal means, that's a different story, he says.
Never make as much money legally.
That's true.
So you say there's some trade here, is there?
He says, if you can get the diamonds off the planet, there's trade. See, the problem is getting them off the planet.
Girl like me get into something like that.
What's that?
How would a girl like me get into something like that, you figure?
Well, there was an operation here, but I understand it got broken up, so I'm not sure what's going on with them.
Oh, just my luck. Are there any of them still around, or start up somewhere else?
I wouldn't doubt there's any of them still around, he says, but they operated out of the Pig and Whistle, but that place got raided.
Oh.
He says,
they have another operation.
Probably somewhere.
Don't know where?
Nah, I'm not part of their operation, he says.
Oh.
And I got no love for them because I understand that they use like slave labor.
Oh, okay.
Gnomes and stuff. They're slaving gnomes, I'm told.
So what I got from Laugh there was a burst of excitement, then boredom again, then another burst of excitement. Interesting.
He says, that's really all I know about that.
Maybe I'll just stick to gambling for now.
Probably wiser. He says, you can hang out with me. I'll make sure your luck changes.
Oh, will you now?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well, I think my friends are probably going to be missing. Want to head
Okay.
back in?
Sure, he says. Thanks for giving me your time.
No problem. I put my arm around his arm and we go back in.
Yep.
As we go back in, I give my head a little shake to my friends to let them know that it's like nothing.
Yeah.
We interrupt this stream temporarily to just announce that my friend Cat Rambo just won a nebula.
Cat Rambo won a nebula.
Nice.
That's right. Yeah.
Very cool.
Wow. That's awesome.
So congrats to Cat. She's amazing. She's such a nice person. She's a great writer. She deserves it. I'm so happy for her. Okay,
Well,
sorry.
good for her.
She's my friend. I just had to share.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you, Siobhan, for pointing that out. Yes. You've got the Nebula Awards in another window, don't you?
Maybe. And maybe I saw it on Twitter.
Well, I can't blame you. It is the Nebula Awards, after all.
Nerds! In the meantime,
Now she just needs a Hugo and she'll have the Triple Crown. She's also won the World Fantasy Award before.
Nice. Too bad she doesn't qualify for the Canadian one. Then she'd have the Quad Crown. But as Aaron was saying, in the meantime,
Yes.
you guys come into a bookstore.
Well, as we're walking there, I look over at Madrimlian and I say, so, my old ship had a solid tradition of pranking the newly promoted, at least amongst the officers. So, is that something you all do on your ship?
to some aspects yes, to others no, depending on who the officer is.
Something we should do for Celine.
Oh, I think we should.
So, embarrassment?
So which?
So, do we go for an embarrassing one or what?
Nah, let's just short sheet her bed.
Here, I was thinking we'd slip a copy of the Gnomish Kama Sutra into her done.
Oh, we could do that too.
That's brilliant.
Oh, we can do both, and then she won't be thinking about any other pranks that might happen.
Sounds like a plan.
So you guys head into this little bookstore. Thimble whistles. A little gnome woman, probably 800 years old, looks sort of like Yoda.
I imagine that old gnomes look like Yoda. Yeah.
He says, welcome, welcome. Does he come in?
Good day, milady.
Oh, not you, my lady, me, she says. She says,
Well,
what can I do for the two of you?
I'm actually looking for a couple language books, if you might have them.
I might.
I nudge Madrimlian with my elbow.
And my friend here is looking for something a little more erotic.
Way to leave him hanging out to dry. That's great.
She says, well, that I can probably help with. What languages are you looking to study, dear?
Svardovar and If it's possible, I don't think you have much, but the old Avalon.
Avalonian. She says, no, I have no books written that would translate Avalonian to any modern language, she says. Alright. I'm afraid that it's rather rare language. Svartalfar I might be able to help you with, though. She says, I have a very good book. It's dry as toast.
Yeah, but even dry toast is good.
She raises an eyebrow at you and looks at you like you're fucking insane. Anyways, she says,
I happen to be in the Imperial Navy. Any food I can get is good food.
I see. Yes. There's a fly buzzing in the lampshade.
You know, I think Laphethar might like that.
Anyways, she says, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Aha! She rummages through the back a bit. Now, don't be stealing anything out there while I'm in the back, she says. I hate to sick my dog on you.
Oh, don't worry about us. We're not going to do anything untoward.
She comes back out with a tome. It's an Elvish, a Alfar Svartalfar dictionary. Penned by Selmaris Kimarne.
Do I know who Selnaris is?
Everybody knows who Selmaris is. He's the fucking prince of the Empire.
And how much might you be asking for that?
Oh, it's not cheap. She says, not cheap at all. She says, 13 gold.
Sold.
All right. Yes. And as for you, she says, I have this one. She holds out a copy of the Gnomish Kama Sutra. It's the best erotic book ever written. Have you fapping for hours, she says.
The sergeant takes it all in stride and says, yes, ma'am. How much?
And she says, 5 silver.
Yep.
You would
All
never
right.
have any history books of Elven history, would you?
Depending on the time period. Are you looking for any particular time period?
Yeah. Around the loss of the crowns.
She says, the crowns were lost 3,000 years ago. If I had books from that time, I don't think you'd have the money for them, dearie.
Doesn't mean people haven't written about it since.
Well, people have written about it, but not anybody with expertise. Yes.
True enough. He'll name some obscure historian.
Yes, I do have a book by him.
Might I take a look at it?
Certainly. She says, follow me.
Yeah, he'll follow her.
Yeah, she takes you into the back, where she shows you a tome. It's wrapped in silk.
I wouldn't dare touch that with my bare hands. You wouldn't happen to have a pair of silk gloves, would you?
Of course. Over by the door.
Yeah, he'll go put a pair of silk gloves on.
Yep. Yeah, the pages are ancient and brittle and almost want to crack as you turn them.
Well, he is very gentle with it because he does not want to destroy this because it is a work of art and history.
Oh, yeah. She says, as I said, you can't afford it.
Not at the moment. But I will be back to get it if I can.
Okay. Come back when you have money. I prefer it that way.
Oh, don't doubt it. I'll be back.
In the meantime, is there any other books I can get for you?
Aaron, is there like a, I don't know,
Actually,
in
yeah.
this
Do you
nation?
have any romance novels?
Okay, you interrupted, Brianna.
Sorry.
I don't know if in this reality is there something like Jane's.
Jane's? Like the one?
Yeah, like a ship's guide. Yeah, right.
Oh, a Jane's?
Jane's
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
ship.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you even had a name for it, didn't you?
It's called First Star.
What was that?
It's called First Star, as in first one. First
Okay.
Star, right? Is the producers of it, and it's sort of a controversial thing because everybody sort of claims responsibility for First Star, but nobody knows who they are. All right. But they put
Well, I
out
figure
things
she
like
doesn't.
ship recognition guides and weapon recognition guides, and
Well, I ask if she has a copy of First Star's fighting ships.
of course, she says, you know they're gnomes, don't you?
Of course, ma'am. Everybody knows they're gnomes.
Exactly. Yes. She comes out with a book that she has. It's First Star's Guide to Fighting Ships of the Galaxy.
How much does that run, ma'am?
She says a full gold piece.
Full gold? Okay, I'll take a copy of that as well.
Thank you, she says. I'm glad to do business with you. Yeah, it's not even a little book. It's probably 200 pages.
Yeah, and illustrated too, I'm sure, which is
Illustrated,
why
yeah.
it's expensive. Yep.
Yep.
This should come in handy.
She says, I hope you'll have years of good use of it. She says, and when you're done with it, bring it back and I'll give you half what you paid for it. If it's in good condition.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, she says. Anything else?
Actually, I'm looking for a couple romance novels.
Romance novels. Yes, I can provide those. Any particular author, or do you just want to...
Who's Celine's favorite author?
Make me up some elf name.
Okay. Her favorite author, you gotta write this down, Brianna.
Brianna is the note keeper.
Her name is Belvana Frost River. She's a novelist. At least her pen name is Belvana. What was that? Was somebody saying something?
Me.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Oh, I said no, not me.
Oh. Okay, anyways. She comes out with a couple of Belvana's novels.
Make a note because we have a suggestion in the chat. Helena Sailmain for another romance author name. And thanks for the suggestion, True Undead Hero. We will now incorporate that in universe.
Mm-hmm.
Got him.
Yeah. Okay. She
Are
says,
the novels, are they the ones Celine has already read?
"You don't know."
AFK for just a second.
And how much for the 2 novels?
She says, "A silver piece for the 2 of them."
Not a problem. Do you have any Helena Salmain as well?
I do. She says, "How many do you want?" She's quite popular at the moment, and her books are everywhere. What now with the printing press?
Well, my friend hasn't read many of her novels. She's read a couple, so maybe 3 of them?
Okay. She says, "I'll give you the first 3 in the series."
Alright, and how much for those as well?
Oh, 5 copper apiece, silver a piece and a half. She says,
Not a problem, thank you.
"Asking for a friend, yes, I understand."
Well, she just recently got a promotion, so I figured I'd get her a gift.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so anything else you guys want there, or look around for a bit and then head out, or?
Yeah, just look around for a bit, see what other history books you may have. Not that they're going to be expensive, but
I've just got a few of them. It's a very typical bookstore. There's probably actually 500 books in this store. Okay. We've reached the halfway point. Does anybody need a break? To smoke or anything?
I'm
Nope.
good.
We're
Anybody
okay.
else? Okay. We'll carry on.
I hath returned.
First, I'm going to go get another drink. Actually, I think I got some. Nope. I had some drink. Okay.
True Undead Hero is looking for DMing tips.
DMing tips. Specifically? My tips for DMing are read the books. Read them a lot. Read them all the time and memorize them as much as you can. Because the sooner that you can come up with a rule off the top of your head, then the better off you're going to be. Even if you have to make up the rule or make up the die roll or whatever because you're not using a standard system, the better you know the system, the more that you will be able to do that, and it makes the game go smoother and people have more fun. That's my big tip. There you go.
My tips: keep compulsive notes so that you remember what you've said.
Yeah.
Nothing breaks continuity like changing names and dates
Oh, I'm
and
bad
places.
for that. I'm bad for that, but I got Brianna to keep track of names for me.
That's true.
Yeah, my tip is if you can write, you can DM, right? But I agree with Aaron in terms of familiarize yourself with the rules because then it becomes easier to come up with things on the fly, which is why he tends to be the DM around here. I do it from time to time, but you know, that's why I write the books and he does the games.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I'm a friggin' math genius, okay?
True story, actually.
True story, actually. But it just means that I can crunch numbers in my head really fast. I need notes for my next campaign.
Etrended Hero says, I'm trying to keep notes for my next campaign. I'm excited because it's my own custom setting, but I'm also nervous because I haven't deviated from the modules.
Yeah, you'll do fine, man. Right? Like I say, as long as it's internally consistent, right, your players will have fun, and that's all that matters.
If you're looking for a better sense of pacing, steal from the modules. It's my advice. Just, put your own veneer over it. Stats are easily adapted. There was a good section on that in the World Anvil stream today, the Circle of World Builders stream today. They were talking about it when Nerdarchy was doing their bit.
Yeah. I always like to say that a good artist, any kind, DM, writer, whatever, steals from other artists. A great artist files the serial numbers off.
So shall we continue?
Yes. Okay, you guys arrive back to the bar. Right, he hangs out with you for a bit until it becomes apparent that you're not going to sleep with him. There, Yasma.
Okay.
Let's have the
Bar music.
bar music. Yeah.
Out of the creepy shopkeeper music into the bar music.
Is that what there was? Creepy shopkeeper? That's cool.
I've got little things like this in here.
So, how did Crowley do at the tables?
You did pretty good.
Yes,
Not
because
taken.
What was that, Crowley?
Hope not taking too much from the establishment, but enough to...
So how's Ruvel doing with me blowing on his dice?
Not too bad.
Okay.
He's pretty good at this.
Like he might have done it a few times, eh?
Yep. Okay. He does buy you a lot of drinks there, Yasma.
So I'm good and drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are in-game gambling games that exist in this universe too, but I haven't made up the details of them yet. One is called Red Queen and the other one is called Crowns.
Yeah.
Eventually, I will make these games up. This is stuff that you will see in the future on the World Anvil site where we keep our world along with the details about what's in First Star's ship identification manuals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm just kind of relaxing because Yasma's got this other guy, whatever he was up to, in her capable hands.
Right, at about somewhere around midnight there, Yasma, he finally turns to you and he says, well, I think you're a really beautiful lady and really lovely, but it's clear that you're not easy, he says, and I'm going to go look for an easy lady.
All right. Floats your boat, mister.
All right. You have a good night. Says, It's been a pleasure.
Definitely.
Yeah, he goes off to find some streetwalkers or something.
And they're not back from the bookstore
Oh
yet?
yeah, they're back. I said.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Right, I'm sorry. I was a little there. I did say you guys got back, but that was right before we.
Okay. Well, just remember on the way back, we stop and drop off the books and short sheets Link's bed and put the Gnomish Kama Sutra in her dunnage.
Okay.
And then reset up the sticks again, too.
Yeah. Yeah. So they arrived back sometime late.
Got lost in the bookstore?
You know me. He just shrugs. Found a book I would love to have, unfortunately. It's probably going to cost about 1,500 gold.
Ouch. What's that?
A historical tome written by, name's the historian again.
I'll give him a name here.
User disconnected from your channel.
Just FYI, guys. Sorry, Taz is out. He passed out in his chair.
Ah.
Says he has to go get some sleep. He's sorry.
Okay.
Perhaps, you know, I just can't remember anybody's names when I'm tired. What the heck is this character's name?
Arden.
Arden. Thank you. Arden? What? Okay, yeah. Arden, maybe Arden goes back to the barracks to get some sleep.
Yeah, he got too drunk.
So I will suggest that Lafather should go with him and keep an eye on him.
His name is...
Kind of the sergeant's job, so he'll scoop him up and make sure Arden gets back to the barracks.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Xerxes will come along with you so that you got a buddy coming back. And Lafather is indicating that it's time for her to go get some nap.
Yeah. Trended Hero suggests Gregorius Ellicott for the name of our historian.
Gregorius Ellicott. Let me see how it's spelled. I like it. So his name is Gregorius Ellicott there.
Got it.
I'm getting a Volo vibe, personally. Thanks again for the suggestion.
Okay, so you guys rest. Do you guys want to play through every day of this bloody thing, or do you guys want to skip through and...
Well, I imagine I'm a little, taken aback when I see that my bed has been short-sheeted.
Oh, yeah.
Took a while at the bookstore, did we? She says.
Raises the white silk gloves he's still wearing.
Yep.
The sergeant looks like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth at all.
She shrugs it off and, with a grin and redoes her bed.
Yep.
Takes it completely apart.
At which point she notices 2 books.
Oh! Oh, well, that makes up for it. Well, thank you.
5,
she
isn't it?
says. What?
Didn't you buy 5 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, you're keeping 3 for later. Okay.
Have I
Yeah,
read
the
these
first
ones
3.
yet?
No.
Oh, nice. I haven't read these yet. Well, thank you, gentlemen. That was very thoughtful, she says.
I think it's congratulations on your promotion.
She
Both
nods.
things, says Ruel.
So was the rearrangement of my furniture, I'm sure, she says. Thank you, guys. I know, it's a tradition, she says. I'm kind of tickled, actually, she says.
Yeah, it's the 2 by Belvana Spell Ripper. Madriman's keeping the Helena Sailman to read himself first.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll curl up with one of those before she goes to sleep then. Probably makes like 2 pages and passes out. She's
Yep.
pretty drunk too.
You guys are drunk and tired. You had a long day.
Of course, Madriman is perusing through the tome of the dictionary.
Till he falls asleep.
Yep.
Okay, and at this point, I'm going to skip through until you guys leave. Because it's leave. Nothing's happening.
Well, when I next dig into my dunnage, of course, is when I find the Gnomish Kama Sutra.
Yep. That's when you're packing up to go.
Ah, perfect. This
Actually,
is a
we would have wrapped it up in your uniform so that when you pull it out, it thumps onto the floor.
That's something I wasn't expecting, she says cheerfully.
Good read, says Ruel.
I don't know yet, she says. Picks it up. Opens it up to a random page.
Yeah, Ruel looks over your shoulder. Kinky, he says.
She just starts laughing now, and her cheeks do color a bit with Ruvel like leaning over her shoulder and making commentary. Yeah. She says, I don't know if I'm that flexible.
I know I'm not, he says. It might be fun to try.
Might be, she says. Might give me need a chiropractor when I'm done too.
Yeah, that's probably true. Physiotherapy.
Yep. Then explaining that would be fun to the medical officer, she says.
Then takes a quick peek. She goes, I think there's monkeys that can do that.
I don't want to think about monkeys doing that. That's not an image I needed, she says. Gnomes cool. Monkeys, I did not need this image. She's smiling, of course.
Yeah, this is on...
When the book hit the floor, Madriman looked shocked.
Yeah.
Now I know he did it.
Yeah.
Absolutely no. Puts her uniform on calmly and puts the book back in her stuff.
You guys hear the bell of your ship?
All right, let's get going, guys.
Yeah, time to go.
Yep, head out.
Yep, make her quick now. If the bell's going, they want us back pronto, so...
Well, yeah. You guys had a couple days warning that you guys are going to be leaving on the 23rd, and it's the 23rd.
So we load up our dunnage and head for the ship.
Yep.
Yeah, how did the court-martial go, by the way?
The court-martial hasn't gone through yet.
Well, I guess we're not going to be here. Good
Nope.
thing they didn't need us.
They don't need you.
And why would they? I guess they've got our reports.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, wait, hey, move your ass.
Aye, aye, Skipper.
Xerxes winks at her and says, "And such a lovely ass it is," and carries on.
I
You want
think
to borrow this
you. I
book,
drew it
Xerxes, or do
myself.
you need the advice? She says.
Because I've read it.
I believe you, she says.
Why do you think he's with us? He probably had to explain to a medical officer exactly how he got his sore hurt that way.
Did you have to go to the chiropractor after you did this? That position, she says.
I've tried that one.
Okay.
He says, "I find that not too many women are flexible enough to hang from the chandelier by their toes, so..."
And furthermore, well, I suppose
And I
the
can't
places
balance
you've been, we
on
can
a
trust the
candlestick,
chandelier.
so...
What's that?
And I can't balance on a candlestick, so...
They weren't balancing on a candlestick, she says.
It looked like to me.
She groans and, again colors a little. Like, really, Yep, head back to the ship. Of course,
Yeah.
while I'm doing all that.
Surprised they don't call that the monkey position.
The monkey position.
The monkey position.
Yeah, you guys head back to your ship, the Pinnace, and fly up to where your ship is moored.
Yes, we need, like, some, shipboard stuff here.
Shipboard music, though.
Yeah, when they get back to the ship, ask permission to board and report for duty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Follow suit.
Sergeant stops at the top of the gangplank or whatever and salutes the flag and salutes the officer of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, your mom is there. They're Celine, and your dad there, Lilas.
Ma'am? Sir? Ensign Madrimley reporting for duty.
"Welcome back, Ensign. How did your trip go?" says your dad.
Uneventful.
"So I heard."
Yeah, Celine gives Madrimlian this long look, like, you fucking smart ass look,
"Welcome back," says the captain. "Stow your dunnage and get ready. We're going to be heading out in about 6 hours."
Thank you, ma'am.
Avalana.
Sergeant heads down to Marine country and
Yep.
Hammock and does his dunnage.
Yep.
Yeah, as we're storing our dunnage in the Mideast County, Madrimley looks over at us and goes, "You know, it's not even the same without him bunking with us."
I know, right?
Yeah, it's gonna feel strange.
Well, he'll still be around, she says. But I agree. It does feel kind of weird, doesn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Well then, stow your gear. We've got 6 hours before we head out, but it can't hurt, of course, to report to duty station, see if anything's needed.
Alana.
She, of course, will do the same.
I'm just trying to find my high seas. That's what it's called. There it is.
That's some pretty aggressive pirate music. I don't know if you want it, but up to you.
Madrimlian is also keeping his eyes out for the LT. Because he doesn't want to run afoul with him again.
Yeah, let's avoid him if we can.
Hmm?
Especially after this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Report to my duty station, see if there's anything that needs done.
Yeah, there's some pruning that needs to be done at the moment, actually. They got to get things ready to get out of here, and so they got to get some of the fruit off the trees. And yeah, so there are things
Here's
that can
my get
happen.
to work.
Yep.
Alessander says to her, welcome back.
Thank you. It is good to be back where there's more green than rock.
I feel the same way, he says.
Yeah, Madrimlian grabs a scrub brush and heads for the latrines. He's still on latrine duty in all technicality.
Is that true? Are we still on latrine duty at this
Nope.
point? Okay.
Weeks up.
Yeah, but he has a feeling that the LT is going to extend it due to the fact that we were off ship, therefore not fulfilling our duties.
Doesn't matter. You were given an order by the captain.
True.
Yeah.
Then he'll head to the, I guess it's the wardroom?
Yep.
Which is, of course, where I'm headed to receive whatever orders and...
Yeah, when you arrive on the wardroom, the officers all applaud you.
Yeah, she salutes them, of course, and smiles at the applause.
Well done, Lieutenant, says
Yep.
Commander Madrimlian.
Thank you, Commander.
You too, son. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
We're, of course, here to see if anything needs to be done before we set sail.
Oh, we're just having a command meeting.
I guess I'll fetch the tea, sir, she says.
That's not your job anymore, Lieutenant. That's Madrimlian's job.
Oh, right.
I'm on it.
I guess she'll find a seat at the table then.
Mm-hmm. Officers meeting.
Yeah, Madrimlian goes to fetch the tea.
Yeah, they're basically
And crumpets.
discussing basically the fleet maneuver, how they're going to maneuver these people off of Arianrod with the 4 world ships. And
Yeah, I imagine that's quite the undertaking. A lot of coordination of movement, and if anything, something almost certainly will screw up under a movement of this size. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, almost certainly.
Yeah, mostly I shut up and listen. I'm a junior officer here.
Yeah.
When the floor is open for questions, I'll ask them. And until then, I'm going to speak when spoken to.
Mm-hmm.
And Madrimlian is taking meticulous mental notes of everything, including other people's reactions to things.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, the rest of you report to your duty stations and are told basically that since you're mostly Marines, that stand by and wait and make sure that they're not needed in case some emergency happens.
All right.
I'm sure the Marine commander is like, yeah, something this size. Expect a shit show somewhere.
Yeah, he does. He says that. He says, in a maneuver this size, expect some shit show. He says, we're going to have something go wrong.
Staff Sergeant's reporting into the ship, actually, for the first time since he...
Yeah.
So, they're like a major Marines or somebody that I'm...
Yeah, Marine Commander, yeah. I don't think I ever gave him a name, did I?
No, you didn't yet. You should.
Right. His name is Navarre Goldenbow. Lieutenant Commander Navarre Goldenbow.
Oh, right. Yes, you did, actually. Okay.
Yeah. So the Staff Sergeant reports to him. Can I help you, Staff Sergeant? He says.
Sir, Staff Sergeant Arian Mithimus. First time reporting aboard, I thought I'd get in and see where you want me.
Excellent, he says. Can never have too many Marines. He says, and this Navy flows upon the backs of the enlisted, so. Welcome aboard, Staff Sergeant.
Sir?
So have you stowed your dunnage?
I hand him my records so you can see my training and all.
Yep. As he's working through it, he says, have you stowed your dunnage?
Yes, sir. Marine country.
He says, all right, I'm going to put you with, he names a lieutenant, his unit. He says, they're sort of sergeant anyways, so you'll fill right in.
Sir, if you'll note, I'm cross-trained on naval training.
Yes, I noticed that. Thank you.
Cell handling
Says you'll be put to work on the ship too then. Is
that all you have for me?
He says, just a moment. He says, he calls up a lieutenant, the lieutenant he assigned you to, whose name is Amaic Sun Knight. Lieutenant Sun Knight. He says, Lieutenant Sun Knight, this is Staff Sergeant Mithimus. Is that how you pronounce that?
Mithimus, yes, sir.
Mithimus. He says, he's going to be in your unit. Thank you, sir, says the lieutenant. Follow me, Staff Sergeant.
With the Marine commander and leave with the lieutenant.
Yep. He takes you over to the unit, and in long story short, it's all NPCs. So I'm just, he introduces you to them. He has them come to attention, tells them you're a staff sergeant. He'll be filling in the sergeant's role. Alright. He says, if you want to know our last sergeant retired.
There was this billet for me, sir.
What's that?
Glad there was a billet for me, sir.
He says, well, we're glad to have you. Okay, keep your eyes peeled. He says, if you see anything, let us know. This is because, as you already heard the commander say, something's gonna go wrong.
Yes, sir. Where are we at in the day?
You guys are in the morning. It is just the start of the forenoon watch, so about 8 a.m. equivalent.
I look at the enlisted guys lined up, and I look at the lieutenant. Morning calisthenics and weapon drill then, sir?
Sounds good to me, Sergeant.
All right, guys. Falling up on the deck.
Oh man, we got a new staff sergeant who's gonna be like this. Man, that sucks.
I'll take them up and run them through morning calisthenics and weapon drills.
Yep.
I'm still in the staff meeting. Sorry. No,
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't mind exercise. Exercise is good.
I look over at the lieutenant and I go, "Sir, do you think the Marine midshipmen should join us?"
I do. He gives a call to the midshipmen on the Marines. Marine midshipmen, report.
Oh, he's cruel. I love it. Good stuff.
Yeah, so when you all come forward there, Marine midshipmen, and he says, you're going to do morning calisthenics with the sergeant. And weapon drills. Can't hurt any of us. I'll be joining in too.
Sure.
Alright, lead us on there, Sergeant.
All right, now run them through the morning calisthenics basically, and then we'll go through both personal and siege weapon drills.
Yep.
That should take us to the noon.
To noon anyways, yeah. And you guys go through your command meeting, basically. They're trying to determine what they think the most likely thing that's going to go wrong is.
Right.
Right?
But Dremlin is keeping one eye out the porthole just in case.
I do have some navigation. I assume that that kind of loosely corresponds with astrophysics and whatnot.
Yes.
Am I familiar with the flow of Erts in this area? I've probably been here at least in orbit a few times.
You've been here a few times. You're familiar with the airflow a little, yeah.
Of course, I probably don't know nearly as much as our parents do. So, but is there anything that I see that might go wrong that they might not have thought of?
Not off the top of your head.
Okay.
No.
Is navigation a knowledge or a profession?
It's neither. It's its own skill. Intelligence-based skill.
Oh, so navigator.
Yes.
Right.
I have augury, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a yes or no question, right?
What's that?
Augury?
Yeah. What do you want to ask?
Something gonna go wrong that we can help
Yes.
with? Okay.
You're moving a fleet of ships. Something's gonna go wrong. Ask Chris. Am I wrong, Chris?
Well, I was on subs. We didn't do much of fleet stuff, but
Oh, yeah.
generally, anytime you watch the Surface Boys go out, they had issues.
Yep.
This is what I'm told. Anytime you move a large amount of people, you get all kinds of what they call accidents on maneuvers.
Yep.
Which isn't funny, really, but I'm gonna put this in the book somewhere.
Me when you're watching.
What was that, Ron?
It's only funny when you're watching, not in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Well, yeah. No, actually, some things that I've heard about are not funny, I'm sure, even when you're watching.
Yeah.
Accidental decapitations are not funny.
No. No, we try to avoid the
No, they are not. But there are other snafus that can happen in such things that are just funny to watch, let's face it.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably the worst thing I ever saw in the Navy was when the Louisville came back in with the practice torpedo thrower sail.
Yeah.
Turnaway
Yikes!
circuit failed.
Oops!
Yeah, the turnaway circuit failed.
No.
Buddy in your channel timed out.
Do we lose Rowan?
Well, somebody.
Buddy
We
entered
lost.
your channel.
No, you didn't lose Rowan.
No, we lost Trixie and
Donna Blake, and they're
Donna
back. Yasma and Crowley. Yeah, you had an out-of-game experience there for a moment.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so
All right, she'll nudge Madrimlian once the command meeting is broken up and say, the runes say to expect trouble.
I always expect trouble. Why do you think I kept one eye out the porthole?
I'm just saying, she says, be ready to help because... Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Fully aware and prepared.
Okay.
yeah, then you hear the bosun's whistle. I can't do it right now.
Form up.
Yeah.
That the all hands on deck?
Hands to stations!
Heads to stations!
Yeah, call goes on the boat, hands to stations.
Go to my station.
I'm a junior lieutenant now.
Do a
I'm
last
probably
minute
expected on
securing
deck, right?
check of all the water devices.
What's that?
Do a last minute garden quick check to make sure that all the water stuff that can seriously slosh and sploosh is secured, like we're going to combat, just in case.
Yeah, everything battened down.
Yeah, the captain then comes to the bridge and says, I will now read our orders. She breaks the seal, opens them up, and she says, this fleet, under Commodore Deliana Wintermist, I guess I've been promoted, she says,
Celine smiles.
is to provide escort and guard for the world ships, names all four of them, that will take colonists to the planet of Peridot in Yggdrasil Sprout. We have our orders, people. Yes. Let's look alive.
AFK for 1 second. Hey, Mom.
I take it her new insignia were in the orders?
No. Officers buy their own insignia.
Buddy in your channel timed out.
Keep losing.
Buddy entered your channel.
Welcome back.
Yes, you did. He's back. He's eating.
They finally came in.
Yeah.
At curfew.
Oh,
Been gone
bastard.
since 5:30 this morning. Jamie laying down?
Yeah, he was, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I've been worried about the cat all day. He just came back. So, anyway. Yes, we're about to head out.
Yeah. She says, look alive, and orders go down to the line. Flags are flown. Right? And the ship begins to, well, not this ship, but the fleet begins to move out. First, the smaller ships. And as you get up towards the destroyers and the sloops of the line.
I'll shut that off.
Okay, we just gotta wait for the phone here.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
I'll take it Madrimlian's acting as lookout right now.
Sure.
We like drum to stations, or is this just like maneuver and watch?
Just maneuver and launch. All right. You haven't been beat to stations yet, no.
I'm back.
Yeah, as the fleet maneuvers begin to reach the larger ships, the destroyers, sloops of the line, and stuff like that, right? A destroyer, the Moonsword, collides with a frigate known as the Son of Flowers.
Collision 10 points off the starboard bow, Captain.
Yeah, and the frigate starts to break up.
Let's get some lifeboats out there, collect the survivors.
Yeah, she starts, yeah, she'll go to the Marines and, yeah.
I run to a lifeboat.
Get to the pinnaces.
Lowering it.
Yep. Lifeboats and start heading out that way. Lifeboats are coming off of the frigate too. They got a couple of lifeboats on it.
Captain, should I go with the Marines?
Take command of the Marines.
Avalana, let's go, she says.
Yeah.
Yep, board up on one of the pinnaces.
Staff Sergeant Mithras, take your platoon and head out with the lieutenant.
Everyone, sir.
Yeah.
You heard them, boys. Report to the pinnaces and lifeboats.
Yep, mages, right. Sunfall, take the pilot seat, she says.
Avalana. He jumps in.
Madrimlian will start giving coordinates for the people who aren't in lifeboats so they can get there quicker.
Okay.
Take us out smoothly, she says.
Yes, ma'am.
No point in panicking and creating more of a problem, she says.
Yes, ma'am. You guys leave the ship. Alright. Other ships, lifeboats are coming off of the fucking sloop of the line, the destroyer.
She starts scanning the area with her glass, looking for free-floating people.
Oh, there are a few, yep, and it's been holed. I can't remember what I called it. Because I'm an idiot.
And you didn't write it down.
I didn't write it down. Remember the sunflower.
Neither did I.
Well,
it
that's
was
your fault.
Sun Sword or something like that.
That sounds right.
I think Aaron had it right. Son of Flowers.
Yeah, Son of Flowers.
Right. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, first things first, let's see if we can collect the floaters, she says.
Avalon.
Yeah. You start throwing lifelines to the floaters.
Yep, gotta get them back on a ship as soon as possible, so before they run out of air.
Yep.
And do the lifeboats have like a non-magical engine or something?
No, they have a magical engine in them. Oh wait, no, the lifeboats, they have a non-magical engine in them, yes.
We'll
They
start
don't-
just swooping under and scooping them up instead of
Yeah.
casting lines and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I think that makes
Charger.
much more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, our gravity should draw them towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready with like safety nets to catch people.
Yeah,
as
catch
they
people
come
in
in.
nets and stuff. Sure. I'm going to make you guys make a profession sailor check.
Good thing I just raised this, I suppose.
Does that include Madrimlian?
No.
15 from the sergeant's boat.
Nice. 26.
Okay. And Von Vin, or not Von Vin, Yasma. Got your characters backwards there.
Where am I looking for my bonus? I'm not sure what it's under.
Profession.
Profession.
Sailor. Profession sailor.
It's a wisdom.
I didn't see that.
Okay, you didn't take it. All right, you'll take it next level, obviously. Right, but it's your
Okay,
wisdom.
so just roll then?
Roll your wisdom. Your wisdom modifier.
This would be a good time for some dun 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 kind of music.
I don't have any.
You do so. It's called Epic Star Battles.
Epic Star Battles, right?
Okay, well, I guess I have 3.
Oh, yay.
Okay. You managed to knock yourself overboard.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Elf overboard!
Help!
Yep.
Shit. All right. Where did she head overboard? And
She was holding one of the nets, and the guy hit it, and she bounced back, and her fingers slipped off, and she went backwards over the edge of the boat.
all right, make sure
Crowley
that
Crowley grabs the closest rope to him and leaps after her.
Okay.
Okay.
Ruvel grabs the other end of the rope.
Good idea. Secure that, she says.
Yes, ma'am. Starts tying it down.
Yeah, she comes over.
You can make a dexterity check there, Crowley. Shouldn't be too hard for you.
$18.
18, you do manage to make it to her out there. So you realize that Crowley is grabbing onto you all of a sudden there.
I grab onto him as well.
Steady as she goes, Mr. Sunfall.
There she goes. Roger that. Yeah, and they start hauling you back in. Well,
Get back on.
yeah, they haul you aboard. You all right?
Look at everybody and say, yeah, I guess I'm just that talented.
Could have been any one of us.
Crowley says, "Don't you ever do that again."
I'll try not to.
Well done, crew, she says. All right, is anyone wounded? She says, looking around at the.
Just Yasma's pride, says Theater 13.
Yeah.
She's asking the rescuees too.
Yeah, there's some injured here.
Yeah, takes a quick glance over them to see how serious.
Some of them very serious.
Okay, stabilize the serious
Mhm.
quickly, with Orisons for the time being, right? And then she says, all right, anyone else? Looks around.
No, the other boats have got them.
All right. Let's get back to the ship then. Turn her around.
Avalana.
Good work.
Lana.
Yeah, ship comes around and it's heading back to the other ship.
The sergeant will take his life and do a pass on the breaking up frigate just to make sure nobody's stuck in the rigging or anything like that.
You're right. That's a good idea. Let's do that first. Thank you very much, Staff Sergeant.
Yeah.
Yep. Do that.
Go around. Yeah, there is somebody up in the crow's nest.
Oh, good thinking, she says. How close do you think you can safely get, Mr. Sunfall?
I'll think it's right there, man.
All right. Do it, she says.
Yeah, he does so.
Yep. All right, let's get a net out there for them to grab.
Yeah, they're waving to you now.
Yep. Cast out a net.
Yeah, they grab onto it and cut themselves free from the lifeline. You wear a lifeline when you're in the crow's nest, so if you fall out.
Yeah, of course you do.
So he couldn't get out.
Yep. All right, make sure he's secure.
Yeah, they pull him aboard. He's like, thank you, thank you.
Thank the Staff Sergeant. It was his idea to make the last pass, she says, nodding to Arian with a smile.
I wave from my lifeboat and continue my circuit of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you injured?
No, ma'am.
Glad to hear, she says. All right.
Yeah, you circle around the ship. You don't find anybody else there, Arian.
Yeah, and just make sure that we check underneath and everywhere where somebody could wind up before heading back.
Yeah. All right. So you guys head back to the ship with your lifeboats and your passengers.
By this time, I imagine that we've been fully cleared for action and the wardroom is set up as our hospital.
Yep. And druids have been set to making poultices and things like that there, Von Vin.
Okay. Work away.
Yep.
All right, while we're headed back, do what I can for the rest of the injured since we're not immediately.
Uh-huh.
Counts the number of people. Counts the number of rescuees.
Yeah, you got total on this ship 27.
I count 27, she says.
I count 27 too, says Xerxes.
Excellent, she says.
Ma'am.
Smiles at him a little bit at the afterthought of ma'am. And then, All right, let's take him in nice and easy, Mr. Sunfall.
Yes, ma'am.
The sergeant will check his lifeboat and see if he has any officers from the other ship on board.
You do have an officer from the other ship on board, yes. A lieutenant commander.
Lieutenant Commander, did your captain make it off safely?
I think so, he says.
Was he on one of your lifeboats, or?
He says, no. No, he was on he waited for everyone else to get off. But I seen him abandon ship.
I'll use my knowledge sailor to hand semaphore to the other boats and make sure that we have the captain on board.
Yes, the captain is on board. He's now on board the Son of Flowers.
Wasn't the Son of Flowers the one that blew up?
No.
Okay.
Yep. Do we have injured on our lifeboat, or did we just pick up able-bodied?
You picked up a couple of injured too.
All right, then we'll head straight into dock with the Aryan Rod's Pride.
Yeah.
Yep.
Commandant!
Staff Sergeant, please signal the Aryan Rod's Pride and let them know that we have, I don't know, however many injured there are.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lieutenant Commander.
What's up, dude?
Natural 20 on my roll, so that gives me a 26 on my proficient sailor to signal over.
Yeah.
Okay, AFK for a second. I'm just going to,
We gotta pause the game for a second.
Yeah, one moment. Well, no, you can carry on. You know what I'm doing. I'm seeing to people.
Well, I'm worried. Sorry about that. Our partner's got a blown out knee.
I hope he feels better soon.
Yeah. Well, Monday he's going to the doctor if it's not better, so.
Oh, good.
He just couldn't get up.
Yeah.
Hi, kitty. Yeah. Chaos around here tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
I was telling him about Jamie's knee.
We could switch from the panic music now, I suppose, eh?
Yeah.
Have I missed anything?
No, I waited.
Okay. Yeah, so like Arian said, head back to the Aryan Rod's Pride.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you signal everybody, you get in. Okay, I need to put it back on. High seas.
Said I rolled a natural 20, which gives me a 26 on my proficient sailor to proper
36.
signals.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Chris.
Want to check on him?
Yeah.
Yeah. The crew comes alive as you guys bring on these passengers and helps you unload them onto the ship.
Yeah, Madrumalian calls out, Commandant!
What the
Diane,
fuck is a commandant?
isn't that the captain?
No,
She was named Commandant?
Commodore.
Sorry. Commodore,
Go ahead, Ensign.
Diana's Mercy is getting a little too close to one of the world ships. You might want to alter course or she's going to get caught in their gravity well.
There's nothing we can do about it from here.
Copy that.
Start unloading some passengers.
Yeah. Just wait for her. Stay over. You want some more, Jamie? What was that? What's that?
He's got to see a doctor about that. That's not.
Oh, here, get him this. And hand him this.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys unload the passengers onto the ship, the wounded into the hospital, and
Yep.
Yep, lend aid with, well, I don't know, make accounting for how many people we had on board and who was on board.
yeah.
So we can all count properly and coordinate, make sure everyone's rescued.
Yes, they have nobody missing, but they do account for 7 dead.
That sucks.
Has the frigate finished breaking up?
Oh yeah.
All right. Once the wounded are offloaded, the sergeant will take his lifeboat back out and sweep for the deceased.
Oh no, they brought the deceased in. They've got all the people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's possible we could be ordered back out to salvage what we can, but
Yeah, you guys are ordered back out to go there, find this log. Find the ship's log. Alright, yeah, the ship's treasury.
That is, if the captain didn't grab the log on his way to abandon ship.
Not likely.
clearly he was unable to, or we wouldn't have been ordered back out. To get that, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, he'd have tried, but maybe he wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll head back out. This time we'll put, I guess, Adrin in the helm.
Yeah, well, you can put anybody in the helm. It's a non-magical helm.
Oh, we're on the non. Okay.
Yeah, lifeboats are non-magical helm.
All right, I thought we were on the pinnace and then
Oh,
lifeboats were
right,
going
you're
out
on the
from there.
pinnace. Never mind. Yes, you do have a... Yeah.
Mostly, the pinnace will be kind of a central point to coordinate for the lifeboats while they're searching, salvaging and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at Arian and says, "I'm sure you are far more familiar with this sort of operation than I am." she says, so I will gladly take your suggestions, she says.
Ma'am, you probably know more about Officer's Country than me, so you probably know a better spot to look for the log in the treasury. You want to take care of that? I'll sweep and see if any of the weaponry or anything's available to be salvaged.
Sounds good. Take who you need. Yeah, and that's what she'll do.
Yeah. You guys do find the log and the treasury.
This involves some coordination. You may want to make us make some checks. Without an active spin dizzy, the ship has little significant gravity.
Right.
This is not exactly Spelljammer. The rules are a little different.
Nope, ship has no gravity.
So therefore, we're going to have to use things like, ropes and coordination, or spider climb, or fly, or something like that in order to navigate the wreckage.
Or the handrails that were probably designed into it just in case.
I'm sure that's true, and we can probably do that with lifelines and handrails.
Yeah.
But it's still, that's why I say he may want to make us make some checks.
Yeah, I'm going to make you make some profession sailor checks for navigating through the wreckage.
Okay.
Is Madrimlin sent on the recovery mission?
Yep.
Okay.
The 17 for the staff sergeant's boat while he's searching for coverable siege weapons.
Okay.
24
11.
for Madrimlin.
11. 20 what for Midland?
4.
Okay.
23 for Celine.
Which means they're probably the ones that get the records and the treasury, because they know where to look.
Yeah, it'll be located near the wardroom. There is usually an area that's locked off, and. But if everybody's been assigned, let's see. Can Madrimlin pick locks? Do I know if he can pick locks?
You have disabled device, Madrimlin?
I do.
Okay. Make sure I've got at least someone. So if I know Madrimlin can, that's good enough. Because we may have to pick the lock of the safe in order to get the stuff that's in it. And, because that might be easier than maneuvering the whole damn safe.
Oh, yeah. That safe weighs about 1,200 pounds.
Well, it's not going to matter until we get it within our gravity well. But once
Right.
we do,
But once you do,
might be a bit like a cannonball in the ship, so...
yeah.
I rolled a 23 to disable device.
Okay. Yeah, you can pick the lock.
Good job, she says to him with a smile.
I'm giving you a bonus to it of +2 because you're familiar with these locks. Right there.
Then it's 25.
Right, which is why you're able to do it.
Yep.
You barely got enough to do it.
Put a sack in front of it so we can kind of, carefully, if there's any loose treasure, right? And make sure we take out all the documents and...
Yeah. Okay, and you do find recoverable siege weapons there, Arian. 2 of them, 2 rail guns.
Oh, wait, rail guns already? Experimental. It's a little early period for the rail guns.
Yeah, they're experimental.
Alright, we'll take them in tow and make sure we approach the Aryan's Pride on the, I don't know, is it still called the gravity plane?
Gravity well.
No, make sure we're aligned with their gravity well so we come in.
They don't have one. Without an active spin dizzy, there is no gravity.
No, I said
No, he's in
when we come
Arian's
in,
Pride.
Oh,
when we come in on the area and try it, I make sure we align with them so we don't drop the siege weapons on the deck.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Yes, because that would be like a
Yeah,
cannonball.
like a big cannonball hitting the deck. Or railgun ammo.
So yeah, make sure we take them in tow and then bring them in on the proper alignment.
On the gravity plane line, yes. It is called a gravity plane there, yes, but the whole thing is called a well.
Yeah, I didn't know if the terminology was still the same, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not exactly the same.
Similar. Yeah.
But make sure we're aligned with their gravity well so we don't do something
Yep.
stupid.
Yep, stupid, like drop a big fucking siege weapon on the deck of the ship. Yeah.
Which would be bad.
Because you have kidneys.
Hey, Diane,
Yes.
Blake found some muscle relaxers if you think it'll help Jamie.
I'm not sure. I'll ask him as soon as the game's over here. Yeah. Okay. The pain's in his joints, but it could be cramping around it that's contributing. I'll ask him about it in a few. Thanks.
Yeah, we got some oxycodone, but he doesn't like taking it too much because it barely helps and really knocks him out.
Yeah, so. Yep, okay, so that we've got the treasure, we got the safe, we got the documents. Did we find the log?
Yes, it was in the safe.
Oh, good, okay. Yeah, he just wasn't able to open the safe before the ship broke up. Fair enough. Okay, take a quick scan around for any easily accessible personal valuables, if there were any that were not in the safe. Many of them probably are in space, if that's the case, but, and you know, I'm not about to fly around here for hours looking for somebody's necklace, but, you know, if we see anything that's close to hand, we're here.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm sure you guys can all pick up little trinkets and shit that might belong to the crew. Alright, as you guys float past, they'll fall into your ships and shit, too.
Alright.
Maybe keep an eye out for footlockers for the crew, ma'am.
Yeah, that too. Mm-hmm. Good idea, she says.
Yeah, you guys collect up footlockers as you find them. Alright? Yeah.
Alright.
Loki's tits, what a mess.
No doubt.
Yeah, everybody's pretty somber.
Yeah, when we return aboard, you know, report that, yes, we've recovered the ship's log, the contents of the safe, and a few personal items, she says.
She says. See that they're stowed, we'll get it sorted out en route.
Avalana. Yep, and do that.
Yes. Prepare a funeral detail.
Avalana.
Yep, prepare a funeral detail. Pass it down the line.
Yep. Yeah, they're supposed to report to the deck in your dress uniforms. And they fly over the bodies to your ship. Because this is the flagship.
Right. Well, put on my dress uniform and then, you know, sew up canvas, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, they got them sewn up.
Oh, they got it sewn up already? Yeah, I guess we were out there for a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
Probably she just realized how much time has passed too.
Yeah, it's been a few hours. You guys' watches are almost over. But everybody's called to deck.
Yeah.
Captain says, fall in.
You cannot maneuver this many people without something going wrong. She says. It's always a tragedy when a sailor loses their life. These sailors will be remembered by their brothers and sisters, their crew, and those of us who choose to take that kind of compassion upon our hearts. We commend their bodies to the spaceways and their souls to the gods. She indicates, and the Marine Corps does a 21-gun salute.
Yep, salute.
Right? They fire off cannons. Boom. Boom.
All the while, we're all standing at attention with our saluting.
Yeah, and then their bodies are slid off into the gravity well and pushed out into space beyond the etheric membrane.
Majuma is going to make a point of learning each casualty's name.
Okay. I'll figure them out later for you if you really want me to. That's fine.
Yeah, because he's going to keep it in. He's going to be writing up his own history and what's going on here.
Alright. Oh, Saga sucks. Okay. She says, report to your stations. Carry on. Dismissed.
Yep, file out.
Yep.
Yep.
Head back to work.
Yeah.
Should I report to the wardroom to assist with the wounded man?
That'd be apropos.
Avalena. Yep, she salutes and then heads off to do that.
Your mother looks troubled.
Yeah.
Sure, the enlisted Marines go below and change back into working uniforms and go do our Marine things.
Majuma will bring her a chamomile tea.
As this ceremony on the deck of the ship is kind of breaking up, and the ship has a moment where he's kind of alone, I'm gonna go over there real quick and proudly says, no thought, but what had signal ships to kind of pre-guide the course so that less of this stuff happened. Just a thought, though.
She nods. She says, good thought. Something we should consider. I'll put it up to high command. She says, thank you. Meantime,
Crowley trounces away.
Yeah. All you Marines are down below decks, changing into your uniforms. When Commander Navarre comes in with a keg, a pony keg, pumps it down on the table in the room, says, we'll have a drink to the fallen. He says, I just received word that 5 of the 7 killed in the action were Marines. He says, so join me in a drink to our fallen brothers and sisters. Bring your cups.
The staff sergeant will go over to his dunnage and get his drinking horn.
Yeah. Yeah, he bungs the keg and pours elven brandy. It's not even like cheap stuff. This is like probably from the captain's personal stock.
Nice.
Says the captain thought we should only drink the best to our fallen brothers and sisters. She provided this to us. So first let's drink to them, and he holds up his glass, his cup.
Glass?
Yeah. And then you drink, and let's drink to the captain.
Staff sergeant raises his horn.
Yep.
Yep.
What's that?
The staff sergeant raises his horn and says, "To the captain."
Yeah. To the captain. Everyone cheers out. But you guys hear it from below. Everybody on the deck hears that from below.
Celine smiles a little. But she also knows her mother well enough to know that that probably actually is kind of a painful thing right now. She was in command.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Of course, what I'm currently doing is wrapping up an arm in a sling or something, I'm sure.
Actually, you're wrapping up a stump in a bandage. Elbow broke at the or the arm broke at the elbow.
Ah, yuck.
Had to be amputated.
Yeah, that's rough. What rank is the sailor I'm working on? I assume that he or she is unconscious.
No, he's not, actually. He's sort of semi-conscious.
Okay.
He's really stoned.
Yeah, good. Lot of
Right. Yeah, a lot of them.
Or did we go right for,
They went right to
raw
opium.
opium? Okay, good.
Right. Yeah.
Rank affects how I talk to him, so
Oh, he's enlisted.
enlisted. Yeah, there's a long wait list for prosthetics for the enlisted.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know anybody who does this?
Does prosthetics?
Yes.
Yeah,
A medical artificer?
I'm just trying to think if you would. Well, you can make me a...
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Just a second here.
What's that?
I know a crafty type guy, don't I? Who makes magic stuff.
Who?
His name is Adrin.
Yeah, I don't know if he makes wondrous items or anything.
Okay.
He might. But I think you have to be 3rd level to do that.
Okay, so you'd like me to make a check to see?
Yeah, I'd like you to just make a standard D20 roll.
Sure. You don't think profession sailor or anything like that might be relevant?
Heal.
Okay,
Make a heal check.
that's
That would be-
logical. I think that's sensible. And thanks for, making that in my favor. Oh, nice. I'm having a good night. No, I won't. Knock on wood here. Okay, but, yes, so that would be a 27.
Yes, you do know a medical artificer. You know, a couple of them. Yeah.
Then again, we're not at war currently. It's just a matter of,
No. He'll be on basically light duty until they get him around.
Yeah. Is he aware that his arm is gone? Has he been told?
Yes, he's been told.
Okay. Yeah, she does ask that quietly of one of the other healers there. Right? And then she says, I know a couple of medical artificers. She says, I'll see what I can do. Can I get you anything? Water?
A left, he says.
Working on it, she says. Yeah, she smiles at him, with the whole, appreciate the joke and
Yeah.
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 And then she'll do what healing magic she can to try to mitigate the pain here.
Yeah. Well, you can cure light wounds, which will do a little bit anyways. Mitigate the pain.
Yeah, seal up the skin if nothing else. It doesn't get infection or something.
Right.
Yeah, which she'll do. Sleep if you can, she says to him.
So, that's about where we're going to call the game. It is 9 o'clock.
Okay.
That was fun.
I had a lot of fun, guys.
Alrighty,
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's that there, Ron?
Probably just, I was gonna say, probably just in time. It just started to rain heavier. It's sort of lightly, but once it starts to rain real heavy, my internet can sometimes go to shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I hear ya.
All right, well, hang out for just a moment after we sign off there, guys. Right, and we'll clarify the change in schedule.
Yeah.
All right, and thank you for listening, everyone who joined us tonight. Toy Soldiers Old School is game mastered by Aaron Reed, based on the Toy Soldier Saga universe created by Diane Morrison. Audio is provided by TeamSpeak. Sound effects and ambience provided by Sirenscape, which I think worked overtime tonight. Music provided by White Sand. Check out his Patreon at patreon.com/whitesand. Mapping software provided by Campaign Cartographer 3 Plus and World Spinner with adaptations in Adobe Photoshop. Gaming software provided slowly tonight by Fantasy Grounds, Hero Lab, and World Anvil. Check out our campaign at www.worldanvil.com/w/Toy Soldier Saga. Distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution License, the Toy Soldier Saga is copyright 1995 by Diane Morrison, all rights reserved. Have a good night, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.